bottles that they had, issue bottles. If you'd lowered them into the well, all you'd get would be, it would float onto the water.
Okay.
So if you could find a fruit tin or something like that somewhere, you'd grab that and keep it with you. When you get to the well, let that down. But there was another one, there's one thing that the bottle would do. It was all right for carrying wine. You could get straight from a vat if you happened to run across one, and they seemed to be all over the place. Then of course, the wine seemed to eat into the cork, and that was splash over your clothes a bit. But in getting off Crete, I don't know what it was, but there was a store just in a cave somewhere of brand new clothes. And honestly, I had a change of clothes. I changed right over shorts, I think they were. Of course, we all had to pull the lever out of our guns and throw them away from the rifle or bury them, and to get onto the Abdiel, which was the minesweeper which was taking us off the island. I think we were either the last group to get off, but the Abdiel itself was bombed, but didn't strike. Getting going from there, from Sparkia to Alexandria. The speed of the boat seemed to be so, it made such a noise. We were all down below, the sailors looked after us, gave us a real cup of coffee, a cup of cocoa, that's right. And we couldn't take any ammunition or anything like that aboard, had to drop them in Crete. And but there was such a throbbing going on down below that I shot up on board. I don't know whether I was supposed to or not, but I went right up on deck and to have a look over the side. It was just like a speedboat. And I'm told later that that boat, actually, that Abdiel, travelled at 45 knots. Now, I know nothing about it, but I've asked people in authority on the subject, and they've all said yes, that was a fact. Mind you, that'd be top speed.
Cyril, can you tell us the story again about how you came to be over there?
Oh, that's... everybody talks about that one. It's gone down in history. Apparently, Freiberg himself sent for entertainment in the form of Ludo and drafts and cards and things like that, he meant. But apparently headquarters in Cairo and Mahdi, or wherever it was, they misconstrued this and not only sent the concert party, but it sent the band, two bands, the bass band, I think it was, and the first echelon band, the 4th Brigade band. And also, I think Peter McIntyre was intended to go, but he did go. And of course that well-known conductor in the Salvation Army, do you think his name, Bill? He well-known, yes, Dean, I can't think of his other name now. Dean Goffin, that's right. He became very well known after that. And one of the other things is the getting off Crete. There was no real muddle, you might say. You weren't with your own people all the time. We were more or less supposed to be attached to the 20th Battalion, but I met up with an old colleague of mine from the 4th Field Regiment. He had a spade, and one of those funny spades, they must have been made in New Zealand. The handle and the blade part attached to it was not very neatly fixed on. and you could cut your hand easily on the when you're digging a hole. But the instructions were, if you really felt as though you needed to hide yourself, go down just body width, body thickness, and dig a hole as quick as you could and lay down there. Well, he had the shovel. I don't know how many times we used it, but we caught up on a Greek who had a donkey, and it must have been, I think it must have been a donkey. We got the milk from the donkey, and he squirted it into the spade, the blade of the shovel. We drank some of that. And then he gave us a vegetable, I've forgotten what it was, just a raw vegetable. Now and again you'd run across, someone would say there's a store of good fruit up there. If you can get into it, use your bayonets and make a hole in the top, and we got some of that. Sometimes that happened. You couldn't choose your diet whatsoever. But